We are the senior students of Gartan National School in Donegal.
Second class! Third class!
Fifth class!
Third class! We are taking part in the Something Fishy project.
Teacher says we have a lot to study, and she's going to test us with 2 quizzes to make sure we've taken it all in.
It's wet outside today, but we'd better get started with a search for some salmon.
Where are we going to find a lake?
And so, on a rainy Donegal day, we set off for Gartan Lake.
Check do we have anything?
Yeah, there's definitely something in there. There's a few hiding in amongst the stones.
While we were at the lake, we performed the scripts we had written.
Morning, lovely day. Do you have any salmon?
Sorry, miss, we don't have any.
Oh dear, I was looking forward to having a nice piece of salmon for dinner. What is that, Terry?
Salmon's getting hard to get these days. I haven't had any all week, but I have cod. Would you like a piece?
So Amy, is it correct that your business has taken a bad turn?
Yes, that is correct, but I am not just talking about my business. I am talking about all fish businesses.
We do have a resolution to start a landside show. Yes, I'm going to put up a fence. I'm going to put up a fence beside the lake so then my cattle can't graze too close and suffocate the salmon.
Did you know that 10 litres of silage juice can pollute 250,000 litres of water?
Whoa, but what's wrong with silage juice?
Silage juice is a poison which can pollute water.
Why do we need fish?
We need fish to live, and by farmers cleaning their slurry tanks in the river isn't healthy because fish need fresh water to live in.
I need this river to clean my tractor once a week.
But I need this river to catch fish to give to the shops, and if you put manure into the river, then the fish will die and I will get no money and the customers will not get any salmon.
We took our water samples back to the classroom.
Different types of bugs will tell you how clean or not clean the water is.
Ah, they're swimming away.
If we found those guys, we'd have got a really low score. It would have been very polluted or polluted. If we found loads of the really clean characters, it would have been very clean. And it wasn't, it was somewhere in the middle. Gartan Lake is kind of only slightly polluted and very nearly clean. So that's pretty good, isn't it? But if we made a little bit more effort locally, we could probably make it clean or even very clean. And there are salmon and there are trout and there are otters living there.
The salmon start their life high up in Glendon Mountains. Their journey to Loch Gartan and then travel along the Lennon River to Loch Fern at Kilmacrenan and through the estuaries at Glenelton out at the Atlantic Ocean.
We set up a landslide experiment in the playground.
As you can see, the sheep are grazing near the riverbank. This results in no grass and vegetation growing near the river. If heavy rain should fall, then the soil will collapse and this will cause a landslide. Now that the landslide has fallen on top of the red, they cannot develop into algae and are being suffocated.
Boys and girls, did the experiment help you learn about how important it is to keep cattle away from the edge of a riverbank?
Yes.
Yes?
The sheep were not harmed in the carrying out of this experiment.
Yay! We all played a role in a reader's theatre script called The Water Cycle Adventure.
I'm feeling light and airy. I think the sun's doing it to me.
Okay, you're very welcome, boys and girls. Are you ready for today's Something Fishy quiz?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. We have 2 teams here today, Tara's team and Kelsey's team. Tara, would you like to introduce your team, please?
Our team is called the Sizzling Salmon.
Kelsey.
Our team is called Tricky Trout.
Today we have a wonderful adjudicator, Miss Dawn Wasson. The overall winner of the Something Fishy competition will receive the ultimate prize. Ooh. A year's supply of salmon and a Homer Pass. Water is found in 3 forms. Can you name them?
A liquid, a solid, and
water is fresh water?
3%.
Correct. Well done. When water is heated by the sun's rays, it turns to water vapour. Can you tell me what this is known as? Yes?
Evaporation.
Fantastic. Correct. Well done. Before Braddon emerges as an alvin, what does it absorb? Yes?
The yolk sac into the egg.
Fantastic, Ocean Kelly. Well done. Correct. How many litres of water does an average person use daily?
150 litres.
Brilliant. Correct. Well done. When clouds become too heavy, they fall as 3 forms. Can you name the 3 forms?
Rain, hail and snow.
Correct. When a female salmon hides her eggs in a mound of gravel, this mound is called a?
Red.
Wonderful. A young salmon that has grown and ate a plentiful supply of food is called a?
Par.
Wonderful. Do you know another name for salmon's eggs?
Ova.
Correct. What is an animal with a backbone called?
Vertebrate.
Fantastic. Well done. And now we will leave our adjudicator to tally up the scores. Join us next time at Gartan National School for quiz number 2.
Owen and James from Inland Fisheries called out to our school and gave us a presentation. They outlined the life cycle of the salmon and talked about the threats to its habitat. Inland fisheries play an important role in protecting fish and the environment. It was great to be able to get some questions answered. They brought salmon and trout for us to look at and some alvin. They brought water from Lahi River just outside Donegal town. We studied samples of water and looked at the creatures we found under microscopes. We were then able to identify them using key cards. The Lahi water system has limestone underneath, and so there were more insects than in Gartan Lake water. Owen explained that underground rock formations have a huge impact on the number and type of insects that we find in a water system.
We found a baby fly.
Yeah.
It's like a orange bottle.
It's small fry, James.
We composed and performed our own music using the journey of the salmon through the waters of Donegal as our inspiration.
We completed a project about fishing. We learned about methods of fishing, the fishing industry in Ireland, and types of fish around Ireland.
We were learning about fish quotas, which means how many fish fishermen can take from the rivers or seas, and about the marine harvest locations around Donegal.
We created food pyramids showing the different food groups needed to eat well, and we made fish cakes at school.
And you're all very welcome to the Something Fishy quiz, and this is the final round today. I wish to welcome our 2 teams, Tricky Trout. Yay! And Sizzling Sam. Yay! And today we have our 2 independent adjudicators, Dawn and Charlie.
Hi.
You're very welcome. Okay, so we will make a start with question number 1. How many litres of water would be poisoned by 1 litre? Oh, you're fast. Yes?
25,000.
Excellent. My question was by 1 litre of silage juice. Osmoregulate means to
Develop from going from fresh water to salt water.
yes, and to regulate the salt in the salmon's body. Correct. Well done. What colour is a smolt as it enters the sea? I think this team was in first. Yeah.
Silver.
Silver. Correct. What percentage of salmon eggs survive? I think this team was in
1%.
1%. Yes, 1% survive to return to spawn in their original stream. Name 2. Okay, I'll have to maybe just say the whole question before you buzz, okay? Please do not buzz until I have finished the question. Name 2 white fish. Yes?
Cod, place, and that's it.
That's perfect, yeah. Or you could also have correct. And just to remind you again, please do not buzz until I have finished the question, or I will not accept your team. Do you understand? Yes. Name 2 shellfish.
Shrimp, prawn, crab, and lobster.
Correct. What vitamins are in fish?
A, D, and B.
Correct. What is the biggest freshwater fish?
Pike.
Pike, correct. Name 3 types of fishing.
Game angling, coast angling, and sea fishing.
Excellent, correct, good boy. And the last question for today. Name the organisation. I'm afraid I can't accept your answer, you've buzzed too soon, so I'll finish the question. Name the organisation that monitor fish stocks and illegal fishing practices in Ireland.
Inland Fisheries Ireland.
Correct, well done. At the last quiz, the results were a tie. So, the 2 teams are now neck and neck. Can we have a drum roll, please? The scores are in. Sizzling Salmon have 21 points. And Tricky Trout also have 21 points. So do you all know what that means?
Yes.
It means that you will all receive a Homer Pass and a lifetime supply of salmon!
My favourite part of the Something Fishy project was learning about the journey of the salmon. It was great fun.
Was when I learned the life cycle of the salmon.
Was when we learned about the 3 types of angling.
My favourite thing was seeing real life loving salmon and trout brought in by Owen and James.
My favourite part about the Something Fishy project was when I learned all the different varieties of fish.
Was when we sewed and stuffed salmon in fabric and fibre.
My favourite part about the Something Fishy project was learning all the creatures in Gartan Lake and testing for pollution with Angus Kennedy.
Was when Owen and James came in and compared the water quality from Gartan Lake and Lahi River.
Was when Inland Fisheries brought in real elephants so we could see what they looked like in real life.
It was when we created a real life landslide experiment. It was very interesting and it made it very easy to understand. My favourite part was composing a musical composition with a fishy theme.
It was when we had 2 quizzes. I really enjoyed it and we got to show off everything that we learned.
Yay!